Boom, baby, it's Miller time. Today we're bringing that energy to the Driving Relationships podcast with none other than Dalton Miller. Dalton's been a cornerstone at Roman Toyota for over 9 years, guiding customers through every twist and turn of their Toyota journey. But in 2024, Dalton didn't just stop at the showroom. He launched Miller Time on TikTok, and in just 9 weeks, he's taken social media by storm. With viral hits and a whole new way to connect with his audience, Dalton's blending his industry know-how with the power of digital to drive real results. Get ready, because on this episode, it's about to shift gears and take on a wild ride through the mind of a true automotive insider. Buckle up, because it's Miller Time, baby. We're just getting started.
3, 2, 1. Quiet on the set. Pick 73.
So Dalton, obviously we're going to talk about social media today, your new love, passion, desire. Tell us how you got into it. I mean, obviously you've been with Roman Toyota for 9 years selling cars. Walk us through what comes from sell cars, online, walk-in, repeat, referral, to, hey, I'm going to make a TikTok account, Facebook, and do social media.
Yeah, so like you said, been doing it for 9 years now. Russell Richardson, a.k.a. Russ Flips Whips, he was the one to kind of give me the push over the edge in order to start my social media account. So just kind of started up, been pretty successful to start, and have really just enjoyed the creativity side of it.
Yeah.
So just trying to look for something a little bit different in the car industry other than just selling cars.
But expand on that. You're talking Russ Flips Whips, comes in, talks with you. Give us a little more background. Like, how does he inspire you? You just watch him from afar on TikTok and, oh, Russ, you're so good at TikTok.
Not quite. So he came to the dealership, did a course. You know, I think that laid the foundation for me being able to at least get started. Yeah. And then our social media guy, Logan Platanga, he was able to help me with the kind of, the background stuff, editing, learning, the ins and outs of how to post, when to post, exactly how to do it. So.
But let's dive into it deeper for people that are out there. Like, what did you hear? What did you see? Why all of a sudden did you go through a training? Because I'm sure you've gone through trainings. I know I've done trainings where it's like, you should do social, you should do these things. We never have like a big ROI out of it. What did you do? What did you hear to kind of go, hey, this is where I'm going to take the jump off the bridge?
I would say him simplifying it made it super easy for me to just dive right into it. And at this point in my career, I was like, why not just take a chance and see how it goes?
And how has it gone?
Not bad so far.
Come on, so give us a little data. What do you got?
I've had a good few successful videos. Like I said, I've got a couple customers off of it. So
I think the data is over 3 million views. This is the part you got to love about Dalton. He's just too humble. Over 3 million views on social media in 9 weeks. It looks like 3 sold customers off of it. I don't know how many probably have referenced it and seen it and then bought a car, but at least 3 coming from it organically. 1.7 million views on one video alone. Where do you come up with these ideas?
Honestly, typically in the shower. I know that sounds weird.
Yeah, you got to give us a little more.
I'm going to be transparent, which is one of our core values. So,
So we're just showering, you're acting them out, or what's going on?
No, not quite, but I do get a lot of ideas.
Your other half think you're schizophrenic, or what? Like,
So just kind of randomly throughout the day, I'll get kind of half of an idea, and then I'll take that and just kind of piece it together. Another tidbit from Russ, I'll put those in my notes app, let them marinate a little bit, and then once they kind of come to fruition, I'll put something together.
And what are you seeing the most success in social media? Like, what specifically are you doing that's the ROI so far?
Yeah, I think it's a mix of trying to blend all of them together. That way you capture the largest audience possible. So,
and which one do you have the most fun doing?
Definitely the skits or the bits, I would say.
The satire stuff. And your all-time favorite social media so far, which one is it?
Probably the Ring doorbell one.
Hey! Yeah, it's Dalton from Toyota. Yeah, I got your lead on the RAV4 right there. I just went ahead and pulled it into your yard. Looks real good. What do you think? So, yeah, I haven't heard back from you, so I figured I'd just bring it to your house. So, you think you want to come outside and test drive it? No? Oh, all right. Okay, all right, I'll leave. All right.
And explain to everyone who hasn't seen it. We're going to link everything below, so you're going to see it here. But kind of give us an idea of where this one came from, and then some of the people that have even reached out to you on it.
So I had this idea, just kind of a happy-go-lucky. I call him Terrell the salesman, which is my middle name. So
it's just you and your alter ego?
It's a character, yeah. So he just kind of doesn't know what the wrong thing is, but he just goes out there. He's trying to provide the best service possible. Maybe in the wrong way, but that's what he's trying to do.
I will say this. If you haven't seen it on social media, take a look. My favorite one, we had a mud run in our back parking lot, and you disappeared for like 45 minutes, an hour. And I was like, where have you been? And you're like, oh, I was filming social. I'm so sorry. And I literally am scrolling later at night, and I start seeing a video, and you've made it look like you've shown up to someone's funeral from our mud run where we dug a hole, you put your phone down in it and filmed a video.
Hey, yeah, it's Dalton from Toyota. Yeah, I heard what happened. So looks like your trade's available for the buyback program. Yeah, a lot of friends and family here, so great networking opportunity for me. So yeah, appreciate the referrals. So, hey Todd, wait up.
So those are the kind of creative ideas. My question to you is like, what are the kind of comments you've got that you've been surprised of? What have you learned? Again, this has only been like a 9-week journey, so you're not an expert by any means,
No.
but obviously growing in it. What's the biggest learning point, takeaway you've had in it?
I would say, you get a wide variety, but I think the interesting thing is learning kind of what people say to you and basically taking that, and you can find out like what's relatable in the car business. Because as someone who's been in it for 9 years, some of that kind of, just becomes mundane to whereas other people, they only buy a car once every 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah.
So it's good to know what experiences are good, what experiences are bad, and then maybe help try to tailor things that are better for people.
So short period in, what's your biggest learning point that you've learned from social media and customers getting involved in interacting with you?
I would say stay consistent with posting. And then the other thing I would just say, people love to interact online. So responding to comments.
For sure. I heard Gary Vee say, and obviously Gary Vee is king epsilon of social media, but his strategy is jab, jab, uppercut, jab, jab. And it's like, I think it was jab, jab, right hook is what he calls it. Like you have to jab so much in boxing to set the pace up to be able to hit the knockout. And if you don't do the quantity, the posting daily. I think the one big takeaway, I remember you coming out of it and saying that Russ Flips Whip said, it's great even if your product that you post sucks because no one's going to see what you do that sucks.
True.
And I think that probably gave you a peace of mind confidence to be like, well, let's post this and it doesn't have to be perfect. And I don't need to be a master editor of anything. I can just post it out there. But I like what Gary says of like being there daily and always just having something there because when it catches fire, you're never going to know which one it is.
Yeah. And I would say some of what I would feel like are my worst videos have done the best.
And some of your best videos have
done the worst.
I know. There's a couple that I've seen where I'm like, all right, guys, your production quality is getting a little too high.
Introducing CarFixit. CarFixit provides warranty coverage for all makes and models. In studies, CarFixit lowers your risk for warranty claims compared to the leading national brand. Stop CarFixit if you've recently paid off or traded your car. Side effects may include, but are not limited to, abnormal noise or vibration caused by faulty transmission, improper fluid level or leakage, cracked frame, corrective oils or rusted through, improperly functioning alternator, generator, battery, or starter. See your local car dealer to make sure CarFixit is right for you.
And then it's like, all right, hey, I got to go find Dalton. That video he did was way too good to not have as many views as it has.
Yeah.
So, and it's been interesting. Some of those videos have caught fire days, weeks, months later, haven't they?
Yeah. Don't understand the algorithm, but like I said, if it connects well with the audience, they'll just keep going.
Cool. Last two questions I have for you. In 9 years of working here, do you think you've interacted with over 3 million customers in your career?
I would take the under on that one.
Yeah, I would take the under hard. Isn't it crazy just to think in 9 weeks of doing social media, you've had some type of impression over 3 million human beings that have just interacted with Miller Time on TikTok or Miller Time on Facebook?
Yeah, it is interesting to think about. You don't think you can reach that large of an audience with just a few videos, but
So what's next? 2024, end of the year, what's the goal?
just to grow the account, continue to have fun with it, and just see where it goes.
And what would be a home run? Growing the count, what's the number?
I would say over 10K.
Ooh, that'd be pretty impressive. That'd be like less than 6 months doing it. Cool. And then I got to ask from those who are dealership operators or inside dealerships or businesses and trying to think, how do I get my team to do this? What have you noticed inside the dealership change from other employees now that you've seen success?
Definitely a little bit of a bandwagon effect. So more people jump on board. But I do think it's important for other people to support you while making these videos and trying to help promote, which is what I've had a ton of here. A lot of people in the dealership have helped support and push my content.
Yeah. I have a manager who usually jumps involved in a lot of your videos and does stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, get back in your office. You're supposed to be training and learning, fresh to the finance office. I think he spends more time doing your social media and helping you than he does getting his deals done. But hey, it's a team effort, and I definitely appreciate it when he does get involved because those are usually the ones that turn out to be comical and even better. So kudos to that, everybody. If you want to see him, check out Miller Time on TikTok, Facebook, anything you want to follow. Send him customers, send him people, help him out. Let's grow his account. Hit the follow, subscribe. Let's go.